challenges that you're hearing from them on a regular basis in terms of modern manufacturing, modern industry?
Yeah, so it's interesting. I mean, some of the reflections for me are there's still quite a bit more to do around getting the sort of core elements and the basics in place. So whether that be around the whole people and leadership and operational excellence challenges that they have, or whether that be implementing sales and operations planning, or some of those sort of what I call core capabilities, that a business should have. And then you've got some who are looking at the digital agenda and starting to move into that area, but I suppose putting their initial toes in rather than really sort of having a full-blown capability. Although I was here last year and it has moved on. I mean, I think in terms of that. So there's actually an interesting mix, of people who are really trying to get to, build the core capability, grow it, and make sure that they're doing things really excellently well. On what they do today, and others that are looking more to the future and how they build that out.
And talking about that future, we could reel off a big list of technologies and new shiny things, but in reality, which of the emerging technologies do you see gaining traction and probably offering value quicker than the others?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think the area really is all about making best use of data. So certainly some of the things we're involved with, and what I've heard around the floor is, taking data from machines on the shop floor, also data from the supply chain, really using that analytics and big data processing capability to add on top of your lean functionality, or your lean capabilities, to really start to improve performance in the factory. And in our experience, that's the area where a lot of companies are getting the quickest wins. I mean, OEE improvements of 10, 15, 20%, based on really adding that whole digital aspect into and the data analytics aspect into your sort of world-class manufacturing programs. So for me, that's one of the key areas, really. I mean, obviously, some companies have platforms to get that data. Others need to build new ones in. But generally, if you can sensorize your machines, pull some data, the analytics capability is there now to really make quick use of it, to drive value.
And you're obviously working with a lot of clients in industry. If a client says, right, we're ready to change, we understand where the destination is. For a lot, it's taking that first step is difficult. How do you advise organisations to start their journey into the digital transformation piece?
Yeah, we have a simple thing, which is think big, start small, scale fast. And what we mean by think big is I think it's really important that you set the vision out, of where you want to go on the digital journey in manufacturing and supply chain. If you don't do that, you can easily make the wrong decisions, and take a use case or take a piece of technology which isn't going to drive you to where the value is. The second then is really start small, but start on the areas where you can get early value, like we were just talking about earlier around the sort of machine learning in manufacturing, for example. And then it's all about scaling, building in the capabilities, whether that be people, which is going to be really critical. There's a whole new set of skills that you're going to need in your business, as you move into the digital manufacturing world, or whether that be getting the right technology platforms and capabilities in place. So this whole mantra of think big, start small, scale fast, I think is a really cool way of describing what companies need to do in terms of moving forward in this space.
Great stuff. And we've spoken yesterday about, and in fact in the discussion around gender diversity and so on, there are some very exciting things happening in manufacturing, supply chain as well, very exciting last mile delivery, this kind of stuff. Does industry do a good job of telling that story and attracting new talent to make career choices, attracting young people into what we know is a very vibrant environment to work?
Yeah, I mean, I think manufacturing is a really exciting place to play, and be in. I really like to call it advanced manufacturing now. It's really about the technologies we see and the capabilities we see are really advanced. I mean, what's really good about so I think it is a great place to play. The challenge really is is how do we get to people early in their careers and even before they start a career to get them excited about manufacturing and excited about those concepts. So, you know, we do quite a lot of work with schools. We run the Raspberry Pi competition, whereby we get schools involved in developing new technologies using the simple Raspberry Pi computer technology. So really getting into the schools and also getting the influencers to children, yeah, like teachers, like parents and others, really understanding what manufacturing is all about today. It's not the grim, grimy, slow-moving business it used to be. It's really about high tech, it's about technology, it's about really clean environments, it's around really, I suppose, a whole range of capabilities, whether that be IT capabilities through to people and leadership capabilities. It's a fascinating and really interesting career for someone to pick up on. So for me, that's where we need to start. Start with the people at the schools, get people into STEM subjects and really build out from there.